when I get to work. Just because I was off today, I've been getting slammed literally every single day I go to work. Whether my truck is being loaded like shit, or my truck breaks down, or something crazy like that. It's just happening to me. But it's been good, very good. Been very busy. Fuck you, Twitch. There it goes again. No, it's going. I got broccoli too. I'm not doing anything special with this. Just having some vegetables before I eat my steak and hash brown sandwiches, which should be good. I really wanted McDonald's. This is my solution to McDonald's.
You have a kid enlisting tomorrow? That's good.
We're good, man. Looking forward to the weekend. Nice 3-day work week for me. I'm not getting up against Twitch.
Twitch is being an asshole. Again.
Peggy, you want to explain what you have while I'm fixing this?
Alright, so I have grilled chicken wraps that I top with some pepper jack cheese, some Walden Chipotle mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion, jalapenos, and some Doritos.
And then mine is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll say it again. I've got steak. I've got hash browns. There's mayo and tomato on here. And sharp cheddar cheese. And these are on Martin's potato sliders. Sliders tonight. Is it going to be good? I don't know.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah. This is very good. I said this before, but this is my solution to McDonald's. I put hash browns on double cheeseburgers, so I figured why not put a hash brown on a steak slider with mayo and tomato. I want you to try this.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, what are you eating tonight?
This is absolutely delicious. This tastes like I'm biting into. Yeah. You're gonna. Honest opinion, people call me crazy for putting hash browns on shit.
Oh, damn.
Good, right? You're eating also? Flaming hot Dorito crusted salmon burgers with Blake's blue cheese.
Nice.
Very nice. Blue cheese and salmon burgers, huh? That's blue cheese and salmon burgers. That probably sounds really good. Kagi don't like fish.
I don't like fish, so.
But I think that sounds really good. You wouldn't even try it?
I've tried salmon. I don't like salmon.
No. If me and you, let's just say Blake and Jenny said, "Oh, Jamie Kagi, before we go to Miami, I would like to sit down and have dinner with you two. We're buying," and they take us to a restaurant, and they order for us, and they order salmon. What would you do? Would you tell them no?
I would politely decline because I don't like salmon. I've had it before.
I don't think I could turn. Not just Blake and Jenny. It's actually good. AJ, I think it sounds good. What made you do that combo? Number one. And number two, AJ, considering Blake and Jenny are going to Miami, I don't think that meetup with everybody's going to happen. So it's going to be me and Kaki. Me and Kaki, we still would like to hang out with you, Papa Bear. Do basically the same thing we did last time. Have fun, have some drinks, eat some pizza, go back to our hotels, maybe do something the following morning also.
Maybe we can get Pisces in on it and Trisha. They're both New Yorkers.
And Jimmy Jam.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't mind if Jimmy Jam came.
Neither would I.
And I could see him doing it too. I could see him coming down with Christina and making a trip to New York City. He would stay more than obviously at night though, just because even driving from Chicago to New York is it's like a 6-hour drive, 7-hour drive,
something like that. It's got to be maybe even 8.
I don't think he would do the drive. I think if anything he would fly. Stay a whole week. Oh, it's limping still.
Oh. Nope.
No, boy.
Food.
Hey,
What?
Sammy, how are you?
Hey, Sammy.
What are you eating tonight? AJ's eating salmon and blue cheese, which sounds really good. The blue cheese. Did we ever try blue cheese? No, right?
No.
Just salmon burgers instead. I'm trying to think what. I like blue cheese with a lot of things, but I'm not crazy about homemade blue cheese. I've done it once or twice, and
Yeah, I've made my own blue cheese.
it doesn't come out as
No.
good. Like, I'd rather do either a restaurant's blue cheese or, what is it, Ken's Chunky? High in calorie, but it's still not horrible. It's not horrible. It's been a while since I could stop by. How are you? We're good. And don't worry about it. Listen, don't worry. If you can't stop by, we eat at midnight, so it's like, I understand.
We get it.
People have jobs. People have to go to school the next day. It's all good. It's all good. As long as you gotta try. AJ, I'm gonna try it. It's just that I'm in a funky mood with fish. When it comes to fish, I have to be in the mood for fish. And sometimes I'll really be craving fish, and I find fish and bacon and cheese is very good. That's a good combination if you've never tried that. Fish, cheese, and bacon. I'm calling you. Actually, I might do fish next weekend now.
The only thing that's missing on here would be like an over easy egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This meal's got almost 200 grams of protein in it, so the last thing I would add is more protein. Yeah, the blue cheese, I guess we'll try. That's the one. Where you going? Blue cheese is the one thing I haven't done. We did the In-N-Out sauce. We did the protein ranch. Blue cheese is the only thing we didn't try. Look, this bear. I'm getting into the Canadian military now, so it's been stressful. Stressful getting into the Canadian military. I think getting into any kind of military would be stressful. AJ's in the military. Sammy. I will be the first one to tell you that I don't have the balls. I'm not man enough to do that. I thought about it when I was younger. I showed some interest, and then I started getting phone calls left and right. And I'm like, I got to the point where I talked to the guy one time, and I said, I don't know. And he took that I don't know into, you're fucking joining. And he kept on calling and calling and calling.
What are you talking about?
I thought about the military when I was younger. When I was in like my senior year. And I gave the guy, I showed some interest, and then he took that as a yes, and he just kept on calling and calling and calling. And then it got to the point where I told my mom, I'm like, anybody calls me. I don't care if it's a fucking friend or it's my birthday and it's my great-grandma Edna. I don't want to fucking talk to them. And he called a couple more times and then got the hint, and then out. That was it. But yeah, I've got family that's in the military. My cousin's been in the military for well over 20-something years, 25 years. My dad was in. My grandfather was in. And recruiter for the Marine Corps. So, I know it's hard, but... Hey, Jimmy Jam. How are you this evening? Are you doing anything special with Christina? Did you guys eat your dinner yet? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Me and Kaki actually were thinking about eating a little bit earlier before, but the kids are still, what's the word? Not gravitating, getting back into their new bedtime, which Isabella's okay with it because today was their first day of school. Lucas, surprisingly, only fell asleep like an hour ago.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't know how he's up.
Last year he came home, pulled a beanbag in front of the TV and fell asleep. Hey, Munchkin.
At like 6:30.
Well, long.
Like right after dinner. He literally pulled the beanbag over by the dining room table. And passed out.
And we thought that was going to be the case today because he went to bed late last night and felt bad because he cried. He cried leaving going to school. But it's like, and it killed me. It killed me. I thought he was going to be okay, and I thought Isabella was going to be the one that cries. She didn't cry. He did.
Pisces.
Hey, Pisces. Isabella was a trooper.
Yeah,
she had a great day at school. She loved it. She's looking forward to going tomorrow. She made a friend named Elle, which is very cute. They held hands going down the hallway.
Which happens to be one of Lucas's friends.
Yeah.
Little sisters.
It kind of just worked out. But they both have good teachers.
Yeah.
Isabella actually has the same teacher Lucas had in pre-K, which put my mind at ease. Like, if I was dropping Isabella off at school and I didn't know her teacher, I didn't know anything about, you know what I mean, in a new school, I would go crazy, like I did for, Lucas when he started pre-K.
But we at least got to meet her before.
Exactly.
You know.
But knowing who Isabella's teacher is, knowing the kind of teacher she is, we like her a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel more comfortable, with any other teacher having my kids. I haven't met Lucas's teacher yet, but Lucas is, it is what it is. I'm sure he knew who she was. He said she's very nice. I gotta wait to meet the teacher night.
Yeah.
Are we talking about penises again, Jimmy
Oh,
Jam?
jeez.
Well, you can do that. That's fine with me. It is hump day nonetheless. I think that we need to separate the penis talk a little bit.
Hey, Lance.
Hey, cow fucker, what's up?
Say what's on the menu, cow fuckers.
Oh, he said that too. All right, Lance, I've got steak and hash brown sliders. They're good. They're very good. I got nothing special, but just broccoli. This is somewhat macro-friendly. Like, I didn't hit everything. My potassium didn't log for some reason with the hash browns. But I know I got a lot of it. It didn't log with the potato buns, which is weird. Hey, Tan. That's the one thing I hate about my fitness pal is
Hey,
how
girl.
certain things you scan does not log
Yeah, it
your
doesn't
certain
log.
nutrients.
I don't know.
I took today completely off from doing any kind of exercise, any kind of strength training. I did nothing. Did a lot of walking around with Khaki. Me and Khaki, I bet you're wondering, did you and Khaki have a nice time by yourself? Did you get your alone time while the kids are at school? Which never happens. The answer would be no. We went to the DMV and we sat there for an hour just for them to come close to our number to call. It's like, what were we, C597?
No, we were C859.
Okay, so they kept on clicking the numbers, and you get C's, B's, D's, whatever. They're calling every other number. They finally get to the C's. We're 2 away. It's getting close to where it's time for us to pick up Isabella from school. Gabby looks at me, she goes, we're going to have to wind up leaving. I'm like, they're going to call our number, and we're going to be out the door. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. We were the next one that was going to get called, and we had no choice but to go.
We couldn't.
Because we had to still put the license plate back on their car and then drive all the way to Isabella's school to pick her up. Because the last thing we want to do is keep her waiting on her first day of school. It just wouldn't be right.
Well, not only that, like
I wasn't happy.
Isabella's school is pretty far from where we live.
Yeah, that was my dad, if you saw him.
Yeah, he went that way. So not only do we have to pick up Isabella, we have to race back to the other school to pick up Lucas.
No, Jimmy Jam, there was no robe on the floor.
It was a hot mess. Don't listen to him. Just don't listen to him.
Anyway, today was one of those days where it probably won't happen for a long time where it's just me and Kagi. We could go out to lunch or, which I actually wanted to do. I wanted to go sit in Popeye's parking lot, like we did for Lucas when Lucas started pre-K. It is what it is. A shitty fucking time in the DMV. I got work tomorrow.
Me too.
Kagi does too. But then Friday. And then Friday's here. Does anybody have anything special planned for the weekend? We do not, as of yet. But we're doing something. I'm sure the kids are going to want to do something because, you know, having to go to school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Did Isabella get homework? Lucas got reading.
I made Isabella read anyway. Clean that white shit off your face.
It's mayonnaise, Munchkin. And I keep on dabbing it. It just doesn't want to leave. Don't get any dirty thoughts. Don't get any dirty thoughts. It would be the same as mayo or ranch or other white stuff. But it's getting to the part of the meal where, and I don't know if it's everybody or is it just me, but
I'm getting sick of it.
After eating steak for a certain amount of time, my teeth start to hurt. Is that normal or is that just?
I don't know, my teeth don't hurt when I eat steak.
I think I just need to go see a dentist. I do. Get my shit old. Tomorrow. NFL starts tomorrow? Yeah, I'm not a football guy.
I watched the Super Bowl. That's the extent of my football watching.
I watch football if it is a Super Bowl party or if I'm at a bar and all like my buddies are into it. I'll get into it that way, but if it is the biggest football game ever in a sold-out stadium, which it usually is, but it's like you do not want to miss this game. And I lived by myself at home, didn't have any friends. I had the option of watching it. I probably wouldn't watch it. I'm not crazy about football. I can't get into it. It's not my cup of tea. Capitan.
What?
Baseball or basketball I can watch?
I can get into baseball.
Hi, Lacey. Baseball or basketball I can watch? Football? No.
Hey, Lacey.
There's too many whistles blowing. And a whole bunch of other shit. Oh, Munchkin's a football fan.
Fantasy football. It's all I hear about at work.
And that's even worse than the real thing. Fantasy football, I mean, I guess you could make money off of it.
Yeah,
That's why
they
it's
do,
fun.
and they all talk shit to each other all day long. My team's gonna be on. I'm gonna take all your money all day long. Those are freaking here.
I guess if money's involved, then yeah. But I would be the guy that picks all the guys with the cool names. He sounds like a good player.
Jamie loses $500.
Easily. Easily. Like, is fantasy football a team that you get to pick the teams, or is it's a draft, right? You draft certain players, and then depending on how well they do the season, all the points rack up.
Something like that.
Because I wasn't sure if it's like you actually get to pick certain people. I don't know if it's different.
They do a draft where you pick your team. I don't know exactly how it works.
Daughter's first year cheerleading. Lacey, how old is your daughter?
Same age as Isabella.
And she's cheerleading? What?
Isabella's not old enough.
How is
It
it?
starts at 5.
Cheerleading?
Like junior cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders start that early in age?
You can enroll them in it, yes.
I didn't know
Isabella
that.
wants to do it, but it's for us over here. It's 5. You have to be 5.
Who would she cheerlead for?
The flag football team
In her school?
outside of school.
Wow.
Never pay for it.
And how did she hear about this? This is all new to me. This is all new to me. My name's...
No, I hear about it. A flyer got sent.
No, Isabella. Isabella. Oh, you told Isabella?
Yeah, it's a, I'm like, oh, it got sent home last year for Lucas in the the community crap that comes home.
What would you do if Lucas said, I want to be a cheerleader?
I'd let him.
Kid doesn't want to play baseball, but he'd be a cheerleader. I can't see him wanting to do it. Isabella, I'm shocked that she wanted to do it. She'd be a cute cheerleader. If you saw any of my posts today on Instagram or stories or khakis, how cute did she look in her little pink romper?
She picked that outfit out, by the way.
So cute. I gotta get a napkin.
When cheerleading's over, she's gonna do dance. Isabella wants to do dance, but she has 2 left feet. All that kid does is fall down. So I want her to get her bearings before she does anything like that.
What happened?
Isabella wants to do dance, but she's so damn clumsy.
Isabella, and I know all kids are different, but Isabella is very clumsy. She has fallen and bumped into shit since she was a baby.
Yeah.
To the point where I would have invested in a special helmet for her because she needs it that much. Like, she's a klutz. She can't go a day without running into a wall or tripping or falling off her bike.
Like, she'll just turn around and run full force and not even look where she's going and smack right into, like, a wall.
It's not uncommon, yeah. Your son's the same way, Tan? He's like a klutz? I was like, I was a klutz, but at the same time, like, I had control of my body, my movement almost all the time. Isabella is kind of like a puppy that's just learning how to walk. And she's 4. Very accident prone. That's a better way of putting it. And Tan, how old is your boy?
And he's 6.
Still accident prone?
He just went into 1st grade, so I think he's 6. Or 5. 5 or 6. No, 6.
It's crazy. Like,
Yeah, I was right, 6.
at least with Lucas, when he was a baby, we had carpet. So, like, he would fall. Isabella is, like, never, ever on carpet. That should be a new intro? What? Oh, yeah. Jimmy Jam, number one, I couldn't, even if I had my fucking big titties, again, I don't have the muscle strength to move them like that. Oh, no. And I cannot do a split. I cannot do a split. Was that a drag queen or was that an actual female?
What's up with the dog? He did something to his leg. Crazies, we don't know what he did. We left to take Isabella to school. We came
No, she
home.
said she never heard him this loud.
Yeah, because he keeps moving under the table.
He hurt his foot.
He hurt his leg somehow while we were gone. He was probably running back and forth trying to chase a squirrel through the freaking 2 doors.
We got home and he was limping. So, but he also has cancer, and that could be something related to that as well.
No, but he was perfectly fine.
He's limped before.
Yeah, but
And then it stops, and then it comes back.
no, but this is really bad. Like, his limp is bad.
I'm getting full, and we might be starting. This is actually a legit, possibility. We might be going a little bit earlier, starting maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to.
Here's what's happening. Kaki's got to do a lot of running around in the morning. What kind of cancer? I don't know. That I don't know.
We're not sure.
Kaki's got to do a lot of running around in the morning. she now has to take me to work, which means I'm not going to be late anymore. Because if I'm late, that means Caggie's going to be
Lucas
late.
is going to be late for school, but I'm going to be late for work.
Because Caggie's going to take me to work, come home, and get the kids ready for school. Take Lucas to school. Go to work. And then she gets out of work to pick Lucas up. My mom gets Isabella. So and then she gets me at 5 or whenever it is I get out. What's up, Pete?
Embarrassing
Cancer.
bastard.
Yeah, our dog has cancer. I think we've said it on here before.
Yeah, he's had it for a while now.
Pete, I'll give you a close-up of this if you didn't see the Instagram video. Steak, cheese, tomato, mayo, hash brown on Martin's potato sliders. Mm. What?
Your things just fell right off. You're like, oh.
Steak dropping. Well, I said, because I'm like breathing heavy. I kept the steak juice on a different plate to do this, what I'm doing. One of my favorite parts when I would eat something on Twitch, when I would eat steak, is dipping the biscuit or whatever it is.
Oh. You never put out your phone, did you?
No.
I'm freezing.
What we got?
I just had to rage quit a movie before watching the ending because I know exactly where they're going for it.
Who? What?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to get up and read that. Twitch, you still in here?
Your meat flopped on the table. That it did, Jimmy.
I'll tell you one thing. Fuck you. I'm going to come read it.
You're gonna crawl up my robe with me? It's nice and warm, Lacey.
You gonna what?
Lacey said she wants to crawl in my robe with me. It's nice and warm, and I'm freezing. I don't know what is wrong with me. I've been so cold.
To rage quit a movie before watching the ending because I know exactly where they're going for. What movie? What movie? Now, are you quitting the movie
Into
because
an stream. No, she's not.
what?
Jim and Jim said Lacey's turning it into an R-rated stream because she wants to crawl in my robe with me.
No, Lacey, I don't think can go R-rated.
No.
Us, we could be R-rated because of Jimmy Jam, the Bye 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 Man.
Never heard of it.
I never heard of that too. I'm not very into movies. Like if I watch a new movie, it's because me and Kaki are in the kitchen. Me and Kaki are in the kitchen, and we see a trailer, and I really want to see it. Like there's two movies technically that I want to see. One movie that I will definitely be going to the movie theaters for in October, I think, and there's a Zac Efron movie, Ted Bundy. It's called Extremely Wicked. It's a Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, that serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy, but it's not called a Ted Bundy story. It's called Extremely Wicked something, and it's his life. It's Ted Bundy's life, and it looks extremely interesting. It looks extremely good. So, and then
Jimmy, I haven't read anything. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Kagi. Yeah.
I didn't read anything. I was cooking.
Jimmy Jim, there's a reason for that though. It's not that I was scared. Hold on one second. It's not that I was scared. It's I struggled with anxiety issues. So if it's something that can be considered serious that will get my mind rolling, I'll make it about me somehow, and which will lead me to have problems. That's why I'm serious. A lot of the times when I hear somebody talking about something, there's a reason why I'll say, please, let's not talk about it. Or is it going to make me sad? I'm not trying to be cute. I'm not. I'm saying that because I generally don't want to have any anxiety issues, because that shit...
That wouldn't have given you anxiety.
He said it'll get you thinking. It's about life and that is one of the reasons that got me, when I started thinking about life is what initially caused my anxiety. It sounds familiar. I just, like, the Bye Bye Man. Oh, wait a minute. Is that with the guy from Seventh Heaven? I might be thinking about a different movie. It was something about perspective in life and ultimately valuing the important things in life. Right. And, like, I can name the 5 most important things in my life. My kids, khaki, technically, I guess my family. My family is number 1 to me. I don't even need 5 things. I would just say, my number 1 would be my kids, but then my family. You can't handle certain things like that. It's the truth. I mean, if you are one that's struggled with anxiety in the past, or maybe are dealing with it now, it is the weirdest fucking feeling, and almost anything can trigger it. Now, knock on wood, I don't get it a lot anymore, but I do get it still. I'll go into a panic attack real easy if I'm woken up in like not in a mean way, but in a scared way. Where if I get, if I get woken because of a loud noise, I'll go right into one. I dealt with my anxiety issues with alcohol, wine specifically. Not the brightest idea, but I became an extremely heavy alcoholic because of that. And then eventually quit the drinking, went on medicine, and the medicine basically destroyed my dick for a long time. And made me do a lot of things that I'm not proud of, put my mind in a different place. But destroyed my dick. That anxiety. I was on like 3 different medications, and I guess the mixture of it did something to it, but it put my mind in a different place. It's just not good. And then I went off the medicine.
That's why I don't agree with
went back to drinking, got really fat, found Blake, and Blake saved my life.
Here we are.
Blake saved my life. Blake basically cured me of my anxiety because I don't know. I had somebody to look up to and I wanted to be like. And then I just stopped thinking about everything else. And initially, he's the one that saved. I wound up quitting drinking. There's a lot of good things that happen when you have a good role model. You want to be with them. You want to surround yourself with good people. And that's exactly what I did. But instead of surrounding myself with good people, I did nothing but binge watch, basically, Blake. And then Khaki jumped on board. And then me and Khaki's relationship grew a lot stronger. That's another thing, Blake, and we've never even said this to each other, but I don't think she would argue with the fact that Blake actually brought me and Khaki
closer.
A lot closer, because we were never this close. And we were together for years with kids, and
That's
we were
what
not
happens when you have kids.
We were not this close. That's like something we never even talked about.
Like we didn't take time for each other. That was the problem.
At times getting rest at the holidays, new milestones for Aubrey approach. Yeah, anxiety's no joke. Lacey, are you on medication for it? I'm sure you told me before, but my memory is like always kum si kum sa. Very foggy at times. The guy in your traditional villain overcoat, the hood, something about a coin. It's the one where you see / hear. Don't think. Oh, the Bye Bye Man. Okay. Yeah. No, I've never seen it. If you don't hear it, don't say it. Tell me it was that was the part of the trailer. If it's the one where you see / hear, don't say it. Don't think it out loud, basically. I know what he's talking about. And what? Because you figured out the ending of the movie, you stopped watching it.
He's just like, fuck this.
It could be that they want you to do, like, they want you to think you know what's about to happen, and then totally turn on it. Like,
Could be a plot twist at the end.
yeah, a big one. A big one. The last really good plot twist I saw my dad actually ruined, and it was about a dinosaur coming out of the water. Jurassic World.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, what the hell movie was that?
At the very ending of the movie, this fucking whale slash dinosaur thingamajiggy pops out, and you forget about the thing. You're on several medication for it.
Take it, you're not eating your broccoli.
I forgot about my broccoli. And no, I'm getting full. Fuck the broccoli tonight. Sorry.
Kids will eat this.
Well, listen, it's not pizza tonight. It almost was McDonald's. Maybe tomorrow night. I'm not one to ever count Ronald McDonald out. Like, it could be top of the ninth, and it looks like whatever Taki's making for dinner or something I already had is looking like that's what's going to go inside me tonight. And then Ronald McDonald could just fucking pop out of the bushes and be like, get the fuck over here. Come get you some nuggets. Have a McJamie kind of night.
Oh my god.
And I don't steer away from McJamie nights a lot. This is somewhat of my answer to saying, fuck you, Ronald. Like, I want it, but at the same time, I don't need it. I just had pizza last night. I'm going to be having pizza this weekend again. I had Snickers and donuts and cookies last night. Hey, Nisbo.
Hey,
How are
Nisbo.
you? Snickers in the microwave for 10 seconds is my new favorite thing. New favorite thing. Have you ever had that?
Snickers in the microwave, no. Snickers are my favorite too. I love Snickers.
It becomes so soft and warm. I only had 2 donuts. Here's something funny. I ran into my mom early this morning, and her favorite candy is Snickers. She knew I was eating it, and she heard the microwave go off, and I'm taking a bite. And with the Snickers, while my donut was heating up, I'll eat that in the kitchen. And anyway, my mom is in there, and I saw her, and I knew she liked Snickers. So I took a bite, and then I brought it to her, and I offered her a bite. And she goes, no. And I know she wanted one. She did want one, but she turned it down. All right. I'm done, Ski.
A trip to Little Caesars. I don't know if we're ever going to go to Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is going to have to be... I can tell you that night that Little Caesars is going to happen, Lacey. Little Caesars is going to happen on a spur-of-the-moment night where we were not expecting to eat pizza. And, like, we're at a hotel. Like a funky night. Like something like out of the blue. It won't be a planned weekend pizza. Just because I love our local pizza so much. And it could be like you are fucking missing out on Little Caesars. Like, I could try Little Caesars and get so damn hooked on it, and it could be like, how the fuck have I been telling Lacey no all this time?
Yeah.
I don't think so, just because, like, I would associate Little Caesars with Domino's or Papa John's or Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
That kind of pizza. And that's not the kind of pizza that I like to enjoy on the weekends. Like how I used to do Pizza Hut and Domino's. It befuddles me. I'm a very simple man. Regular cheese pie, extra cheese, or margarita. I can always go for a Sicilian. I can. I'm done though. I am finito.
No, this meal's like only like 1,000 calories, and I'm stuffed.
Decide you want to watch it, but yeah. No, I'm not a movie guy anymore. I'm not a movie guy. There's very select movies that I'll actually go to see or I'll actually put on the TV. And even if you were to tell me, I would forget.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to tell me. I have no interest in, those kind of movies. Not because I'm afraid, just because, once again, with the whole anxiety issues, horror movies do not fit with me. I'll get the thinking, and then it just doesn't work out. The normal movies like Freddy Krueger and Chucky and Halloween, those are like childhood experiences. You know what I mean? Those I know are fake, and You know, with the new movies that come out, they hit home hard. They try to make it as real as possible, and basically want you to think like that shit could actually happen. So I stay away from those movies. You ready for bed?
Yeah.
What?
Thomas is over there muttering shit.
Oh, Fred? Fuck Fred. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good Thursday. Tomorrow, dinner for, me might be McDonald's. I'm not going to lie to you. It might be McDonald's. Or it could be cereal. I got Raisin Bran that I've been itching to try. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night, guys.
For some reason, watch, it's not going to let me save it. Oh, it did save. Hot dog. Good night, guys.